Good morning. Good morning. This is CEO Trades, where money works for you. Today is May 27th, Thursday, May 27th, 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. We are going to look at some of the cryptocurrencies that you and I would love to get immense returns on. Wouldn't you? I'm certain you are. Let's just look at Bitcoin. What is happening with Bitcoin? What do you think it's going to where do you think it's going to go? Because the reality is most people are afraid right now. But this is the crazy part about Bitcoin is that, let me just bring it up here, that Bitcoin is a coin that people will jump in at the most unbelievable time. And that's the way it's worked out. And I want to show you here. This is where we're at right now. It's at 39,490. And it depends on each exchange. Some exchange will have it a little bit higher, some a little bit lower, and so on. And I'm going to show you that as well. If you give me a moment here to bring this up. As we bring up this chart for Bitcoin, you're going to see what I'm talking about when people are going in at the wrong times. And as people are attempting to go in, you're going to also see that there is fear built into people's mindsets, I guess, once they've invested, that they want to pull out. And that's terrible. That's a tragedy. That's very, very tragic as well, because you see here where it was back several days ago on May 10th, it hit 60,000 or so. I don't know why it's not giving me more. Let me just see. This is a new software that I got from a book that I was reading, Bitcoin, the Future of Money. And I thought I'd try this exchange out in this video recording. And as you can see, it's embarrassing me here in front of you guys all that are watching this. Well, here we are right here. So you see back around between April 30th through May 10th, Bitcoin was pretty much at 60,000, pretty much. People were willing to jump in and buy in here in this area. In this area, you can see here that the volume was pretty high on this day when it dropped, right? But then in here, it just reached its peak right here, its resistance. So it resistance from going above 1, 2, 3, 4 times, which I've seen over and over at 3 to 4 times. It usually triple tops or quadruple tops, pretty much. And then all of a sudden, it just drops. It just drops. It could have been because of the news. It could have been because of China. It could have been because of Elon Musk. It could have been because of both. It depends on the people. But people were attempting to buy in here, in this range right here. And these, from here on up, from here, this point right here, which is 52,000 and above, these are known as the bag holders. Why are they bag holders? Because they're holding on to their money. They purchased above that rate, expecting for shares of Bitcoin to go even further, let's say 100,000. And instead, what it did, whoops, what happened here? Instead, what it did is that it dropped. It dropped. It went the way that most people were not expecting it to go. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? The reason that that happens is because of the news, mainly because of the news. Some people want to cash in. They have fear of getting caught at the wrong moment with Bitcoin or with any other coin. And I mean, the reality is, if you look at the history, if you look at some of the videos that I've posted, and I will post in this one so that you can see the titles at the top right, and just click on them and see where Bitcoin has gone. But these bag holders that are in here, actually, even as early as even February, did the same thing up here. From February, all of these above 52,000, which is up here, 52,000, all of these are bag holders. Most of them are still holding on to their bags, to the money that is lost, that is down here. But guess what? Is Bitcoin going to stay this low? Is Bitcoin going to go any lower? This is what I have for you. Number one, there are only a certain amount of coins available out there. How many? Do you know? Does it sound right? That I believe it's 12 million Bitcoins. 12 million. It's not a lot. But what's going to happen with Bitcoin? You see, with gold, the more gold we find, I'd say the price uh, just spreads out amongst those that have gold. And then if there's more gold, then the price will still spread out. But in Bitcoin, as long as coins are not invented, created in some shape or form, which I do not believe that they will ever be created anymore, Bitcoin's going to go up. It's going to go up to 100,000. It's going to go up to 300,000. It's going to go up to probably a million within the next 5 to 10 years, most probably. Why? I was asked by one of my mentors who assists me a lot. His name is Chris Holder, who assists me immensely psychologically, uh, provides accountability, also provides marketing and formulating my plans. But he asked me, is there any coins that are above 100,000? I said, yes, it's Berkshire, BRKA in the stock market. And when I last saw it, I think it was February, it was 300,000 or so worth one share. Now it's worth 400 plus thousand. And as the markets have tumbled, that stock has not. It's gained 30 plus percent. This is the same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin. As it continues to rise, all of these people that are dropping and fading, they're going to start to decrease because it's going to be very high and people are going to be afraid of going into them. But these will always increase. It's always going to increase because of its value, because it's not changing, because it's deflationary. It is very, very powerful coin. Invest in this. Even if you invested up here 50, 60, wait, hold. Your money's going to double, triple soon enough. It's not going to double or triple in the next few days, but it might take some time. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. I don't know. But my goal, my belief is in the next 5 to 10 years, Bitcoin will reach close to a million per Bitcoin. So if you put 1,000 in here right now and it multiplies 30 times, you have 30,000 coins, 30,000 worth of your $1,000 that you put in, or USD. And that's a fact. Now, how do you know when to invest or when not to invest? Well, flip a coin. Look at the charts. See where the volume is. Where are people playing? I know that there were major moves on this coin right here, Matic, which I alerted this past weekend. And if you heard some of my videos, you would know what was going on. I alerted this stock, and some of the people that are in my Telegram group have profited from it. And Matic, which is also known as Polygon, is a happening stock. Mark Cuban invested in it, and I don't know if he invested in it before I mentioned it or after, but you see Matic hit up here 250s, pretty much right in there. It hit up here 250, and then it went down on May 23rd to where 87 cents, right? When everything else was crashing. But then we bought at 80 cents, which was right in here, 80 cents or something like 83 cents, somewhere in there, 80 cents. I know it was 80 cents. It tripled. It went up to 220. It pretty much tripled. 2.75 times your returns. And it's consolidating right here. Will this drop? Will it go up higher? I know that Mark Cuban bought, and I know that many other investors are buying. Now, one other thing that you should take into consideration is that many of the big investors out there, Walmart, Goldman Sachs, Amazon, uh, Apple, and so on, they're looking to create their own coins. Jump in now. Keep your money in here. And soon enough, it's going to grow. Soon enough, it's going to flourish. Maybe as tall as a tree. maybe taller, just measurement wise. Who wouldn't love to be a millionaire? Well, you've got to put the right amount in and invest and have a little bit of luck, but be able to do the research so that if you jumped in at 30,000 for Bitcoin, great. I believe that Ethereum is going to make a huge move in the markets, a huge move come July. My goal, and I've been open about it, is to acquire at least 20 coins in Ethereum. 20. I believe this one's going to make a huge move, and it's going to surpass its competitors. Which who are its competitors? I believe it's Stellar and Binance. I believe those are its competitors. And you can see Bitcoin hit, what was it, 4,300 up here, and now it's at 27. I purchased somewhere in here 2,400, and I alerted people to purchase when they can, because this is going to go up. Is this going to go straight up? I don't think so. I think that we're still holding out for at least through June 15th, when this will pick up. It will pick up just in time for the summer move. Am I exact on this? I'm making some calculations. This is my investments that I'm alerting you on, my technical analysis on what's going to happen with the markets. I could be wrong. However, I am half invested, and I'm holding out because if this drops again, I'm going to pick up some more. Most people are afraid if it drops, they don't pick up more. Listen, in the long run, these coins will make you money. So what are you waiting for? Get out there, invest, build your knowledge account, because your money account will grow multiplied. Have a fantastic day, and be careful where you're investing. Leave it in there for the long term. Don't just go in and out unless you have a goal in mind. And if you're ahead of the rest of the pack, then you know what I'm talking about. Have a great one.